Welcome to episode 72 of Sorry for the Delay, a Valentine's special. I'm your editor, Mia. This week, the boys dive into Valentine's traditions from around the world, including love spoons and joking letters. Sean gets into a conspiracy theory about the inefficiency of heart-shaped chocolates. Plus, a talk about the nuances of lying to partners. Oh no, and the best choices for first dates. Enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Sorry for the Delay. We are your hosts. My name is Sean. This is Joshua. And this is episode 72, the Valentine's special edition episode. And you can tell that, Joshua, by my hair being combed. And I'm wearing a collared t-shirt.
Oh, shit.
As is tradition here. But, Joshua, how are you doing this Valentine's Day week?
I'm good. Yeah, I can't complain. And you know, we'd like to say this in the beginning is this is another night episode. So, you know, we're coming at you, you know, now that the sun's down, it could be a little romantic, see what we get into, but, yeah, man, I feel pretty good. Rested. Feel great.
Nice, man. Do you remember those, late night, radio call-in shows? What was it, like Dr. Love or Dr. Feelgood or some shit like that? Do you remember those?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you said that, it reminded me of those for whatever reason. And I remember driving home, I think with my dad at one point in time, like late night. I think we're coming back from some trip, and one of those one of those shows started to play, and we started to listen to it for a little while, and then they started talking about butt plugs. They started talking about butt plugs, and I was still a wee kid at the moment, and I had no idea what the hell that was. And for whatever reason, that your voice in that moment just reminded me of that moment with my dad as we listened to these two guys talk about butt plugs in the most sultry voice I've ever heard in my life. So, thanks for that memory.
Oh, no, you're welcome. You're welcome. And maybe I could tell you a childhood story, a Valentine's Day childhood story that I might talk about later. We'll see if we both remember by the end of this. I'll tell a little story. It's pretty cheesy. I want to be honest with you. I'm glad. Yeah. It has a twist at the end of it, but maybe we'll circle back to that if we remember.
Yeah, of course. And Joshua, like we do last year as well, this year's no different. What are you drinking today, my dude?
Okay, so this is the month of love. So what better way to continue the month of love with some wine? So I didn't finish the bottle that I drank last week because I'm not a big wino. So once again, I'm hitting the sauce here. I'm hitting the Josh Reserve, the Paso Robles. Nice. This is a 2021, so it's been sitting in my pantry for quite some time. But yeah, we're just keeping with the month of love and just having a little red wine tonight. And cheers, buddy.
Cheers, my dude.
Yeah.
All right, so I will show you what I got. So a few weeks ago, maybe almost a month ago now, I showed off a wine called Storyteller, and I decided to go for a very classy Storyteller this time. This is the Storyteller limited edition Pinot Noir from Russian River Valley. Yeah, I said it right. Snohomish County. 2022 is the year on this one, buddy. And I don't know what makes it limited edition. So there's that, other than a fancy looking like label. But yeah, I have it right here in my Sorry for the Delay glass. It's amazing.
How's it taste?
It tastes good. It doesn't taste any different than the other one. Mm-hmm. Well, maybe a little different. Maybe a little less like jammy, a little more peppery. I don't know. It's hard to describe that one. I mean, granted, you're better
at describing these things than I am.
Granted, I just opened it, so it's like it's not aerated, so that might have something to do with the way these flavors are mending right now. But it's a little bit bitter as of right now. So ask me again at the end of the episode, and I'll tell you how it went.
So you didn't take your advice from last week that you're supposed to let it be open for what?
No,
like
unfortunately,
hours.
Hours. I should have opened this yesterday in the store and just waited, and then I brought it in, and then just drank it then. But you know, sometimes we live busy lifestyles, and the choices that we make throughout the day equal not having enough time for stuff. So
this is true. That's true. I did have a question though, Sean, before we
Sure.
get deep into things. This kind of came up at work the other day, and the question of the day was, is a fart considered natural gas?
Well, methane is considered natural gas, so yeah, I think your fart is mostly methane. So yeah, I think essentially yes, natural gas. I mean, we all live in a simulation anyway, so what is really, real? So natural gas, sure, why not? Fuck
So
it.
answer of the day, yes, a fart is considered natural gas. Got it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because I mean, you can have artificial gas, like those. You ever seen those little spray containers of liquid ass? Is what they call it.
Liquid? No, I've never heard of liquid ass. It sounds like a terrible idea.
It's horrible. It smells just like ass. So that's artificial. So and it comes in like a spray, so it's like a mist kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm going off subject here, buddy.
Yeah, that
liquid
was the
ass.
question of the day, liquid ass.
Natural ass. Sure, why
I
not?
wonder who gets to test that out. Who are the noses sitting around the table, the boardroom, going, all right, we got a couple liquid ass. Which one smells the worst? Like that round table of executives smelling liquid ass. Jesus.
Oh God, that's fucking great. Jeez, my guy. Hey, before we jump into anything here, I have some stuff that I wanted to pitch here, just for funsies. I need to take you on over to my corner, Joshua, but I can't remember what number I had on my corner. I think it was this one. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I'm taking you over to Love's Corner, Joshua. And this is my Love Corner because this is a special episode. This is a special moment in the year. It's Valentine's Day. I mean, not specifically today, but it's coming up. And I just kind of wanted to share some pretty interesting things that I found about the way people kind of express their love throughout different countries. With the first one being in Wales, they have what they call love spoons, where it is basically lovers exchange carved wooden spoons known as love spoons on January 25th, which is the equivalent to our Valentine's Day. But each spoon is basically designed with a different meaning. Some of them will have hearts, some of them will have bells that signify marriage, which is actually pretty cool because instead of flowers and chocolate and stuff like that, you're given something. You're given a utility, which is pretty awesome. So I think we need to start that tradition over here, my dude. I think we need to bring in love spoons.
Okay, I'm all ears. I'm like the listeners. I'm trying to figure out where this is going. Love spoons. Okay, got it.
No, this is not going anywhere. This is not a bit.
Okay.
I'm just telling you some things that people do around the world, and how we really need to step up our game. This, love spoons, man. Love spoons are amazing. I also learned that in Scotland, for their Valentine's Day, single men and women will write their names on pieces of paper and then draw them from a hat to be paired up on Valentine's Day. The couples would then exchange gifts and spend the day together, which is oddly romantic in a way, but in a sense, I don't know. I just think it's kind of cute. If you and I were single, out there on the prowl, we went inside and just went and put our little names in little hats and just had to spend the day with somebody, I think that would be pretty cool. I mean, granted, as long as they're not a serial killer or anything weird or anything like that, I think that could be pretty fun. Just hang out with a total stranger for a little bit on nice terms,
I think if you put me and you on a love corner, somebody's going to pick us up for sure.
Yeah.
I think we're getting picked
probably.
up. First, it'll be how much, what do you do, and get in my car.
Yes. Sure. The last one that I have for you, buddy. I'm not even going to pronounce the name. I'm going to have Mia put the name right here. But this is in Denmark. What is it? The meaning of this word is joking letters. So in Denmark, people will send joking letters to their crush. These are funny, anonymous poems or notes written on, really roughly cut out papers, almost like if you were in like grade school and you gave a love note to some of like a girl that you had a crush on, you know, kind of like just
like a
piece of paper, right?
candygram.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if the recipient guesses the sender's identity, the sender owes them an Easter egg later in the year. So I think that's pretty cool. Like it mixes Easter and Valentine's Day together. So
that is fun. Yeah. It gives you something to look forward to, I guess, later in the year, just to kind of celebrate and have fun.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a pretty cool idea. But anyways, I think we should introduce love spoons, joking letters, and whatever the third one I did. Completely forgot.
No, it was the Easter egg thing, right? It's the last thing you just said. It's like you write letters.
I know. What was the one before that one, though?
Fuck, I have no idea. You're asking the guy that smokes on the devil's lettuce every other day. Jesus Christ. Guy with the short-term memory over here.
Yeah, my short-term memory. Look, I just read something a few minutes ago, and I can't remember what the hell I just read. God, I'm the freaking worst. Lord. Anyways, buddy, that's all I had. I just wanted to share some cool stuff.
I mean, we
about
could
Valentine's Day.
we could adopt some traditions like that. I mean, it definitely seems fun. You know, doesn't have to be something that they just do over there. We could celebrate that here. We could adopt that for sure. You know.
That's what I'm saying. I want a love spoon from you, dude. I want a nice little love spoon.
Wait, did I miss the part? Do they make the spoons themselves? Do you have to be like a whittler? You know,
So
like
you
a
can make-
woodworker,
so-
like
A lot of people will make them because, I mean, it's
Whittler.
Wales and you probably have nothing much to do over there. But hey, let me know in the comments if you have a lot of stuff to do in Wales. But for the most part, people just buy them. Like they already have them pre-made and stuff. It's kind of like our idea of like a Valentine's card. You know, they're already pre-made. You just give them out.
And just to clarify, those spoons are different than the ones like people collect. Those,
these are wooden.
Little metal.
So these are wooden.
that-
Yeah, they're not metal. These are just wooden spoons with carvings in them. So
Okay. I'm down. I can try it.
Down to clown, baby. Down to
Why
clown.
not? Fuck it.
Shit.
I've done
Shit,
Stranger
though.
Things. You know.
Oh,
and
like the
play
show?
with a wooden spoon.
Played with a wooden spoon.
Wait.
Oh man, Joshua. Do you want me to give you one more thing here?
Yeah, give it to me. Yeah, I'm all ears, man. I'm over here sipping on wine. I'm just easing into this right here, you know. So lay it on me, man.
Come on over to my conspiracy theory now.
Oh, so we're back here again. I love this shit.
I know I mentioned last week that I was going to give you my other conspiracies about the gym and stuff like that, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait on that because it is Valentine's Day Valentine's week, whatever. So I wanted to give you one from Valentine's, like that has a theme around that.
But before, can you just tell the viewers or listeners what your conspiracy theory was last week, in case somebody wants to go back and watch, what you were talking about?
Are you talking about the one I gave on the episode?
Yeah,
or
last week. Yeah, your conspiracy theory. Just
okay.
You're gonna tell the whole damn thing, but what it was last week that you was a conspiracy.
So last week's conspiracy theory was that traffic lights are designed to make you late thanks to big coffee. That was last week's conspiracy.
Yeah.
So now this next conspiracy might make a little more sense. So you tell me, Joshua. You tell me. Here it is. The theory is that the heart shape was designed to waste chocolate. So hear me out. Here we go.
To waste chocolate. Okay.
Yeah. So the heart shape was chosen for chocolates and candies because it's the most inefficient shape, leading to more waste and higher sales. So like if you think about the heart shape, right? You think about the heart.
Yeah.
It's a small shape, right? So that cutout, right? Instead of having a block of chocolate, right? You just cut out the heart shape, which is in turn the waste, right?
Okay.
So less chocolate for us, more money in the pockets of big chocolate. So here's the proof. Let me tell you the proof. Heart-shaped chocolates often have awkward curves and gaps, making them harder to package and sometimes eat, but it varies on that. The shape leaves behind more crumbs and broken pieces, forcing you to buy more to satisfy your craving. And the last bit of proof I have, Joshua, is no other holiday candy comes in such an impractical shape. Why not squares or circles? It's because they're too efficient. So That's my theory. That's my theory on this Valentine's Day episode special. So I don't know. How do you feel? How do you feel about that? You think I'm wrong on this one?
Well, I think when it comes to chocolate, I don't think that they waste that because I think chocolate's expensive to produce. So I feel like even if they're cutting these shapes out, they're probably melting the waste down and turning into like cocoa powder. I think they're doing something with it and not completely throwing it away. Yeah, maybe. I highly doubt this expensive, thing to make is just getting thrown away. So I think there's probably a bigger picture there. They're using that waste for something else that generates more income, in a better form.
But here's the thing, Joshua. Here's the thing I don't believe. I don't believe they're doing that because I believe it costs too much money to do that. So what I'm thinking is that they're making the same amount of chocolate, but they're using less of it to give to us. So they're probably, with those cutouts, they're probably just putting the chocolate back into itself and just making more of that heart-shaped size instead of making really big bars of chocolate that we can consume. So,
well, how about the heart-shaped chocolate isn't even designed like a real heart? If anybody's ever looked at a heart in a science book, it doesn't look anything like the shape of that. So there's something to be said about just the overall shape of a heart-shaped candy. Nobody's buying a real heart for a candy. They look at that shit and nobody wants to put it in their mouth. So they had to make it appealing.
I think as humans, Joshua, we're simple people. We have simple minds, and if the concept of an actual heart-shaped candy were to ever consistently coexist in the world, I don't think we could handle it. I don't think our mental capacity is good enough to handle that image over and over again. So I think the government had to simplify hearts, right? Had to simplify it the way it looks, so that we, as a little peanut brain, could understand this concept of love,
Sure.
Love and hearts.
I mean, maybe.
Listen, I don't want to bring it back to aliens. It's aliens, though. Always aliens. But if you think about it. What is your idea? What is your visual idea of an alien? Most people will say it's the grays, right? It's the gray alien that has a big old head and big almond eyes, right? And little arms and little leggies. That is the government telling us, right? That is the government preparing us for alien invasions. I'm just throwing it out there.
Hey, what do you think sells more, heart-shaped chocolate or dick-shaped chocolate?
Dick-shaped. All the time. Dick-shaped chocolate. I have some right next to me, in fact. So I am a connoisseur. So, there's that. Well, there you go, buddy. Those are my theories and my love facts for this week. Now let me know in the comments or whatever. How do you feel about that? What is your take on aliens, chocolate being a waste? Let me know.
Wooden spoons?
Wooden spoons. Let me know if you want a wooden spoon. We'll put it in the merch shop. We'll find a way to do it. Shit.
Cool. Sorry for the delay. A wooden spoon.
Yeah. Lover spoons, baby. Lover spoons. Let's go. All right, buddy. Let's move on. Give me that chat with us section. What do we got in the topics this week?
Let's hit it, Sean. All right, so today we got a few topics here. It is Valentine's Day, so we might have some fun ones here. So swing on by YouTube, come check it out, or just continue to listen. But we have some fun ones. So the first topic on our chat with us is Let's Get Cheesy. Okay. Is our first one. Our next one, my little button here, is Chocolate or Roses. Okay, we can get into that. That could be fun. Nice. First or last dinner date.
Okay. Interesting.
The next one on the list is, when is it okay to lie to your partner?
Never.
You answered it now, but there could be circumstances when you might want to lie to them, or just not tell them.
I can't wait to talk about that one. That's going to be a fun one.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear what some people might, some feedback on that one. I'm very curious to hear some feedback.
And also, I can't wait for this next one.
Go ahead, Sean, read it. What's the last one on the list?
The last one is going to be amazing. The last one is your cartoon crush. Here we go on that one.
Everybody's got a cartoon crush. All right, Sean. So let's get cheesy. All right. So it's Valentine's. Just about Valentine's Day, right? So if you're single or you're looking to make a move, you have a hard time, just like, what the fuck? What do I say when I approach somebody? Like,
Yeah.
What are some things that I can come up with just to kind of get somebody to look at me in the way I want them to or whatever? So I found online a couple lines, Sean, and I just want to know if somebody came up to you, Sean.
Okay.
Some pickup lines, and even for you, listener, I want to know if any of these, I got 6 of them. If any of these, if somebody came up to you and they were to slap this line on you, you're just like, fuck, dude, my panties just got wet, or just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
soaked, everybody.
Shit just got real when they hit you with this line.
Sure.
All right, you ready? You ready, Sean?
As ready as I can be.
Okay, I need you to get in the mindset. You probably like 6 beers in.
All right,
you're not seeing so straight right now. You gotta. These aren't sober. I'm not coming up to you sober. Nobody's using this when they're sober. They're just, don't try this sober, everybody. You got to use this when the timing is right.
The timing is right.
The timing is right. Yeah.
All
right. So for the first one, Sean, I'm walking up. I'm looking at you across the bar. I'm like, damn. Like, what am I gonna say? So the first one I got for you, Sean, is, okay. Are you a Sharpie? 'Cause you're looking ultra fine.
That's fucking stupid.
No, it's not doing it for you.
No, that one's not doing it for me.
No, there's no way I'm getting your number.
No, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think like if I was in a bar, right, and I'm 6 beers in, and like someone walks up to me and says that. No, I'd probably just be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Like, yeah, no, not doing it.
Not doing it. Okay. Strike one. I don't think it's gonna be a game of baseball because you only get 3 strikes. I got 6 of these. So I don't know. I think.
Hey, you never know. There could be some balls in there, right? There could be some balls.
All right. For number 2 on the Let's Get Cheesy here.
Okay.
I don't like to chase women, but I'd put my Crocs in sport mode for you.
What the fuck is that? Okay. All right. Let me dissect this one just for a moment here. Listen, if you start your conversation with, I don't like to chase women, but there is something not going on correctly up here in your head. So yeah, that's another strike for me on that one. Yeah, do not come at me with the I don't like to chase women, but I may. So yeah, go ahead and strike 2 on that, dude.
All right, strike 2. Damn, I'm not having a good night. Jesus. All right, number 3 on the list here. I hope you know CPR because you just took my breath away.
I feel like that's a pretty cheesy one. I feel like that one I've heard multiple times already.
Yeah, I had to throw it
like
in
that one. That one's like you're unoriginal. At least with the other ones, it was kind of original. Like, but nah. If you come out with that one, I'm just like, nah, bro. Like,
I've heard that before.
I've heard that before. Like, nah, you're old school. Like, get out. So.
You're old school. That one's dusty. That one, yeah. Come up with something
that
original.
One's dusty.
Yeah. Clearly, you did not go to Chat GPT for a pickup line because Chat would have never used that one right there.
No. Yeah. Chat knows better.
Okay, I struck out. Damn. Okay,
yeah, you've struck out. But
I'm going back to the dugout.
Give me the last 3.
Okay, so I got a couple more. Here we go. Okay, is your name Google? Because you have everything I've been searching for.
Okay, that one's a little better. I mean, I don't feel like that one's offensive at all. Like, at least not hard offensive. But all right, I'll give that one a ball. That one's a ball.
So do you think that could possibly work on
like if you could spin it the right way, like if you maybe have a better delivery on that, like are you Google?
Maybe.
Like, are you Google? Like, because you've been everything I'm searching for. Like if you spin it the right way, I guess it could work. But that's a ball. Definitely not a strike. But it's a ball. It's in the ballpark.
Okay, all right. This one might come off a little creepy, but you know what? This might be the one you need at the end of all these. Maybe you've tried all 5 of these. You've been at the bar and you're like, fuck, man. Maybe this is the one that's going to land it for me.
You think this is the winner?
This could be the winner.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go. Call me Cyclops because I've had my eye on you all night.
No, nah, bro. Nah, that doesn't even work. I don't like that. Now, because when you say the word Cyclops, it just makes me think of a penis for whatever reason.
Got it.
Like, one-eyed monster kind of thing. That's innuendo.
I think that's the underlying kind of
yeah,
thing.
That's why it's like, yeah, I'm not doing it. Yeah, get away from me, pervert. Go over there with your friend who puts his Crocs in sport mode. Get out.
I'm going home alone tonight, is what you're saying.
Well, maybe.
I'm not
getting
any.
Like, if you can word that Google one
that.
for me, I'll take it. But
All
and now
right.
that I think about it, now I'm thinking about more of them. That Sharpie one actually is sticking with me for a little bit. So if that means anything, then the Sharpie one would probably be my second on this.
So for the single ladies or for the single men out there, if you want to use one of those 6 and thank us later when you got like 4 kids and like you bought a house and you got a couple pets and you're
those
like,
sons of bitches on that podcast.
Yeah. Just thank these 2 guys because we helped you out. That's all we're trying to do here on this pre-Valentine's Day show is just get you hooked up with somebody special you can spend the rest of your life with.
Yeah, that was good.
Can
I just say for the record, Joshua, we're both going to keep saying pre-Valentine's Day or we're going to say Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
like, I'm sorry in advance. It is what it is. Like, sorry, my bad. Maybe you are listening to this on Valentine's Day. Who knows? If you are, hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but
I mean, what are you saying? Sorry, we just gave them gold. They should be.
We
pumped.
did, but if they're listening to it on Valentine's Day, they're probably not going out anywhere, So I'm sorry. Sorry. Thank you for spending the day with us.
Maybe they're already with us, man.
I said that. You can't take my words, boy. Anyways, all right, let's move on. What you got?
Moving on. Okay, so real quick, chocolate or roses, Sean? Are you picking one or the other, or would a listener prefer chocolate or roses on this Valentine's Day?
Dude, that's a tough one, but because I love flowers. I don't know if people know that about me, but I do love flowers. Like I like making bouquets and stuff like that, which is really, really interesting to say for a lot of people, but I love that. I love that shit. So I would probably prefer the flowers.
Okay.
But look at me. I love chocolate. Chocolate's delicious. So, I don't know. This one's tough, but as of right now, in my moment currently, I'm going to say flowers. I'd rather take the flowers than the chocolate.
I don't even want you to guess what I would pick because you already know what I'm going to say. And if you're a brand new listener, guess what? This guy over here loves chocolate. I love chocolate. So if you want to get to know me a little better, just show up with some chocolate. I'll listen to you while I shovel all that chocolate in my mouth. Say whatever you want to say. Bring the chocolate. I love chocolate. Don't bring me roses that you spent $80 on and I got to watch them die. Yeah. Just like myself every day in the mirror, just slowly dying.
Jesus.
Right?
For the record, Joshua has been on record on this podcast saying that he will eat chocolate off my big toes. Yeah. There is a short about that. Go ahead and watch it. It's still on TikTok. It exists.
They did.
So
TikTok did not shut that one down. Clearly, they like eating chocolate off people's toes because they left that up. That one did not get canceled or banned.
No, we did not.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got here? First or last dinner date? What the hell does that mean? Are you having like the first and last dinner date at the same time?
So again, this is, Valentine's Day whatever you're doing, whatever's going on today when you're listening to this episode here. So as we've gone through, you got a little cheesy, you got your chocolate, whatever you're doing. So now it's time to go on a date, right? We're getting into this. So when it comes to a first date, is there somewhere that you would suggest to go and not go to see the person you're getting to know for the first time? Like, is there, because some people have a thing with how people eat. So
yeah, this is actually
pick this wisely.
A good thing. Like, I'm glad you brought this up because this was something I was thinking about the other day in preparation for this video, for this episode. But I would say dinner is probably one of the worst places that you can start a first date. I would say dinner is like a second date idea, or even a third date. I would say your first date should be either like a coffee shop or a cafe, as much as I dislike cafes, or a bar if you're of age, somewhere where you can just be with the person and talk. Like obviously some bars are louder than others and some cafes are louder than others, but Like anywhere where you can just hang out together and talk, that's probably the best ideal first date. Because then dinner and like the ideal like movie and dinner date, like that kind of, I feel like it doesn't work when it's like your first date, because you're going to two places where you can barely talk to each other. Like you're spending an hour and a half at minimum in a movie where you can't talk. And then your dinner, like you guys are going to be eating food and trying to have conversations. Granted, it can work, but I feel like that's more of like a second or third date. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to go with me, we will be going to either a bar or a cafe for our first date. Just putting that out there. So,
all right. See, I'm kind of, it depends on how much time you got, right? Like if you just want to get to know somebody right off the bat, you probably should take them somewhere like out to dinner, because maybe eating habits are something that's high on your list as far as hygiene and how somebody gets into, they suck on their fingers, like, are they licking their plate? You might want to know these things right away before you've been with them 2 weeks, and then you take them out and you find out that they don't wash their hands after they use the restroom, or they wear flip-flops to a fancy restaurant. You know what I mean? Like you kind of figure some shit out when you go out to dinner with people, and you can talk, and you can figure out people's etiquette, right? Do they talk with their mouth, with food in their mouth? Yeah. What do they do with their napkin? Are they wiping their boogers and then rubbing their mouth with the same booger towel?
Okay.
I
feel it.
I think when you eat with somebody, you can pick up on certain mannerisms. Mm-hmm. So I kind of like the idea of going to dinner, because generally it's a set amount of time. You show up, you get your table, you got to wait on your water, you got to wait on your appetizers, and then you can find out if somebody's an appetizer person or not an appetizer person. What are they like? So I think dinner is a good way to get to know somebody if food mannerisms is something that's gonna really kind of bother you.
Joshua, you've convinced me on this one. I take everything you've just said into account, and I feel like, yeah, okay, I could see it. I could see why a dinner date can work, but I also can see why it can't work. So
of course, yeah. I mean, of course. And that's what I'm saying. It depends on how much time you have. Like if you're just creating a friendship and there's just the evolution of the whole process of getting to know somebody, sure, maybe dinner might not be the best one, but if you're kind of trying to speed things up, I want to know you better in the beginning than not know you at all towards the end, like it just depends on how you want to get this thing going. So how much time you got, I guess, to determine what kind of things you want to do with that person. Maybe skydiving isn't the first thing you should do with that person, but if they're an adrenaline junkie like I am, but I will jump out of a plane with you on a first date every time. Like I'll do that with you. Like we can make that our first date. So
shit. Well, there you go, everybody. If you want to go on a first date with Joshua, he's either going to take you to dinner or he's going to make you jump out of an airplane. One of two is going to happen. Maybe both if you're lucky.
Yeah.
But listen.
That'd be awesome.
The only thing that's going to happen with you and me is we're going to go to probably a nice lounge bar. And Joshua, this week on our AI Plays, sorry for the delay, AI Plays, we have a beautiful new AI track for you. This one is called You're My Blue Sky, and it is, well, I wish I would have spent more time on it, but for what it is, it's pretty damn good. Check out sorryforthedelay.live/AI radio, and you can hear the song in its entirety. Feel free to subscribe to the SoundCloud on there if you really do want to listen to this. Most of the time, all these tracks will be released a week early because we record about a week and a half in advance. So you get a little preview of what's coming up to the next week. But check it out. Here it is, Joshua. It is called You're My Blue Sky. Sorry for the delay. AI Play.
The world was black and white, just a humdrum tune. Then you walked in, darling, like a bright afternoon.
Your smile lit the city, your laugh, it set me free. Now every note I sing, girl,
is all about you and me. You're my blue sky, my sweet serenade,
the melody that heaven made. With every step, you light my way. You're the song I'll sing every day. Oh, darling, you're my blue sky, my forever tune. And I'm lost in the magic of our love and bloom. The way you move, it's like a soft jazz refrain. You're the rhythm in my heart, the cure for my pain. From the sparkle in your eyes to the warmth of your touch, you're the dream I never knew I needed so much. You're my blue sky, my sweet serenade, the melody that heaven made. With every step, you light my way. You're the song I'll sing every day. Oh, darling, you're my blue sky.
All right, Joshua, there you go. There's your AI song for the week, everybody. How'd you feel about that? It kind of reminds me of like a lounge singer in a bar, so that's why I was bringing that up, by the way.
Yeah.
So.
Well, like the last episode when we put on the little play there. I feel underdressed. I got my hoodie on,
as you should.
Got my zip up. I got my.
I got my collar. I
backwards.
dressed up for our date, buddy. This is our date night, and you failed me on this.
I kind of feel like I'm not even dressed well enough to be like a doorman.
No, you're not. You're dressed as the guy who was picking me up in the Uber. So.
Yeah, I am. I am the Uber driver, right? Hey, right here, Uber, got you. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's me.
I literally am the Uber driver for you right now. I am. I think the best thing, like, if you get the same Uber driver, like, the cool thing about Ubers is, like, if you were to get the same person, like, after a party, it'd kind of be cool to be the Uber driver to see the before and after picture of somebody coming out of a party. Like,
yeah, that'd be pretty fun.
Just hair's all a mess, colllar's all popped, just buttons all ripped open, lady's dress is half off, or whatever. Just like, could be fun. I would enjoy that job. Yeah.
I bet you would. You'd love to be a taxi driver just for the stories.
Oh, fuck, dude. You remember that old, real quick, you remember that show, Taxi Cab Confessionals? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch
yeah,
that
it was
show?
on HBO. Yeah.
That was great. That was a great I love that show.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right, let's move on here. When is it okay to lie to your partner?
Jeez.
Now we're getting spicy.
Yeah.
This is, you're halfway through this episode. This is where the late night pod stuff comes in, This is where things get a little saucy. So, if the children are still in the room, they may need to step out for this one.
Yeah, because they might be part of the lie. They're actually not your kids, so yeah, they probably should step out of the room this is happening right now.
There you go.
Yeah, Sean. So do you think there is an appropriate time or event or whatever had the circumstances? Do you think it's okay, like, to lie to your partner?
So here's the thing, on this podcast, we are very open and honest with everything that we talk about. And so because of that, you make enemies, you make enemies and you make people question what you think. Right. So with that being said, we continue that, bring it on. But yes, I think there are correct times when you can and should lie to your partner.
Okay.
Whether it be, the obvious one is like when people talk about something that is like a visually like how do I put this? Like, Joshua, if you asked me, oh, does this shirt make me look fat? Right? Mm-hmm. Right? The inclination is to just always go, no, that shirt doesn't make you look fat. Granted, maybe it doesn't, right? Maybe it doesn't make you look fat. But here's the thing. Maybe that one particular day maybe you, Joshua, were bloated a little bit, and you did look a little fat, right? You did look a little bit heavier, right? I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to say that to you because that's mean. That's rude. But situations like that, little white lies like that, I feel like are okay to an extent, right? You don't want to be lying all the time, right? So I don't know, man. I think there's a time and a place for all that stuff. Like for me personally, like I think some stuff that I lie about is everything other than like, well, I mean everything. I just lie about everything. I'm a compulsive liar. What can I say? But I would say that like sometimes your partner doesn't need to know like let's say you had a shitty day at work, right? And all you want to do is you just want to come home and just like hang out and just like be with them, right? And when your partner asks you, "Oh, how was work?" and you say, "Everything was fine. Like it was good." Like because you don't want to talk about it. I feel like
that's also an automatic response though too. That's like
that's true,
really
but
blind.
that's
you're
those
not really
that's I
thinking
think
about it.
I think that's the point I'm trying to make here is those automatic responses are already lies. So you're already doing it like naturally, right, without even thinking.
Yeah.
So I think those automatic rituals, those automatic answers, are the things that are okay to be lied about, right? I don't know if I made myself clear on this.
No,
but,
you did.
Yeah.
You did. I mean, that's, yeah. I think how we go about telling lies or these little fibs, it just, it's kind of like how hurtful is the lie going to be? How hurtful is the honest information, the feedback that you're going to give, right? Like, I went to the restroom and I took a dump.
Peanut butter splashback.
And I forgot to flush. Now, did I do it on purpose? Maybe I did. Maybe I just, and they did you forget to flush? No, I didn't. I just wanted you to see what your food did to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, like, maybe, like, I lied a little bit. I just kind of like, I want to let you know what corn does. Doesn't break down, or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So there's certain things like, hey, did you put my favorite mug on that top shelf so I couldn't reach it? Because I'm 5'2" and the stool's in the garage. It's cold. Like, did you do that on purpose? No, I didn't.
Fuck.
I just like you said, just an automatic, like I'm taller than you, and it just went on that shelf instead of the one that you can reach. Like, is that a bad lie? I mean, some lies can be fun. You can have some fun with lies, but I think the lies that hurt people are the ones that you probably shouldn't say. You know what I mean? Like yes. you should just be pretty honest, and I think that's what is kind of fun about me and you is like we're pretty straightforward. If you want a straight answer, I will ask you first, like, hey, what kind of answer? Yeah. Like, what do you really want the honest truth? Does your foot look fat? Well, did you have a lot of salt? I mean, does like you gotta ask the question. Does it look fat?
You're 100% correct in this, buddy. I think the way that you and I personally go about this life that we live is by being brutally honest sometimes, but we will do it by asking first if you want the honest truth or you don't. And sometimes the honest truth, and as cliche as it sounds, hurts people. So we are not people who like to hurt people. So I think sometimes you just gotta lie sometimes. It's not hurting anybody.
Feedback's important. I think everybody deserves some feedback, but if you're asking for honest feedback, you cannot get mad at the person for giving you that feedback because it's just rude. That's just not nice. So I guess
for the record, we lie about stuff. You probably lie about stuff. Does that make it wrong? No. Everybody does it. There's not one person in this world who is perfect. So, go out there, live your life. Just don't hurt anybody. If those lies are going to hurt somebody, then you should probably just tell the truth, because the truth is always better than using one of those lies and just keeping it. So,
and my final thought on that is, and I don't want to get too weird about this, but if you're one of those people that lies all the fucking time,
me,
and you go to a place of worship just to like ask for forgiveness for all the messed up things that you've ever done. Doing that doesn't excuse everything you've done wrong. I'm sorry. You still got to live with that shit. So don't be that person that just kind of like looks to your feet or looks to the heavens or smells your armpits. Whatever you do for forgiveness, just don't be that person. Just be honest.
Yeah.
Just be real.
There you go.
Like these two guys right here.
Sometimes. I just went on record saying I'm a compulsive liar. So who knows what I'm saying? Who knows if it's true? Anyways, buddy, this is the last topic on the list for this week.
Yes, sir.
Your cartoon crush. Is this just one option? Do I only have one option? Can I choose multiple crushes?
No, you can expand. You can expand on it, man. I mean, okay. Feel free to expand on as many crushes. But if you say the abominable snowman, I'm going to say that is a lie. I know you're not rubbing up on that furry thing.
You don't know me.
You hate the cold. You're not rubbing up on that thing, dude.
Well, obviously people know I have a bunch of cartoon crushes by my enthusiasm with the subject. So, Joshua, I want to hear yours first. Who are your cartoon crushes?
Cartoon crushes? Oh, man. I really only, when I was thinking about this, I wrote this down today. I was like, my cartoon crush, the biggest crush that comes to mind is Jessica Rabbit.
A standby classic, Jessica Rabbit, for sure.
Jessica, there's just something about a Jessica Rabbit, the hair draped over, you get half of the eye. She's with good old Roger Rabbit, who I relate to a lot. It's just goofy, just a weird, you know what I mean? Nobody's attracted to this, so I relate a lot to the Roger Rabbit. But man, Jessica Rabbit.
The way you said that was hysterical. I relate a lot to the Roger Rabbit. To the Roger Rabbit.
To the.
Why to the?
Well, is it? The.
I relate a lot to Roger Rabbit, who is a person. He is a person. He's a cartoon, but
Yeah. But I'm gonna go with 100% Jessica Rabbit. The way she sings, the way she moves, just everything about that. Growing up as a kid, I'm like, holy crap! There's just something about that iconic figure, that just it's got to be a crush, I guess if I really wanted to, I could expand. If I was into sea life, I could go the Little Mermaid. But I like legs on my, my crushes. So can't do much with the mermaid. I don't swim very well. So there's that. Snow White. She sleeps too much.
We asked you for your crushes, not your maybes, bro.
I'm just kind of I'm going down the list here,
I get you.
Fiona, from Shrek.
Okay.
Maybe I can swing a Fiona, after a couple beverages or something. Like me and Fiona can get down. I'm not opposed to an ogre now and again.
Weird, but all right.
You know what I mean? Why not?
Yeah.
Do something different.
I feel it. Okay. Yeah. You want my crushes now?
Yeah, I was going to say, what about you? I see you clicking buttons over there. I don't know if you're pulling down your pants. Or what you doing over there, man? You're winding up for a crush over here. I was like, I thought I saw the freaking bottle of baby oil or Vaseline pull out from the cup. I don't know what he's doing over there.
I'll give you my crushes. Sure, why not? Here's my tier list of crushes. So you have my beloveds up here. I don't remember any of their names, but feel free. There's a visual here. I'll give you some of their names. As every
crush should be. I don't know your name. I'm just crushing on you.
I'm just crushing on you.
But
some of my notable ones are fuck. I don't remember her name from Tangled. The girl from Tangled. Crush. Right. Love it. The girl from Tarzan. Another good one. Crush. Love it. we got Raven over here. Raven.
Why do you have a pony? Why is there a pony for a crush?
The question. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it. I got a lot of crushes. I got a lot of them. Daria is a good crush of mine. I got Belle on there. I got every living animal you could possibly think of.
Betty Boop. I forgot about the old Betty. The old Boop.
Hey, Dexter's mom. Up there. Timmy Turner's mom. Fairly Odd Parents. Timmy Turner's mom. I'm with that. I got Layla on there. Layla from Futurama. I'm with that.
There's a
You know,
real
I got-
Cyclops. See,
I
you
got-
know
I got a lot
what? She
of
could
them. I
use
got a
that
lot of
line. She could use the Cyclops line.
If
for
Layla
real.
used the Cyclops line, I'm hooked. I'm done. But the last one I want to make note here, Joshua, is Sally from Cars. Just throwing that out there.
She comes pre-lubed.
Pre-lubed and everything. So,
wow.
Anyways, that's it. Just wanted to show that off.
Okay, all right, buddy.
Nothing to it. Nothing. I'm not saying anything. Just want to show that little thing off there. So let's go ahead and start landing this plane now. This weird
Jesus.
plane. This late night plane.
Jesus Christ.
Joshua, let's give out some lucky numbers. Let's give out some fun finds. Let's do some fortunes. What do you got with this, buddy? What do you want to start with?
I will start with my fun find. Okay. Like we do on this program, we like to show off our fun little finds. And today, I have another Funko. Go figure. This one, my friends, is a Spider-Man Fear Itself suit. This right here is a glow-in-the-dark Funko right here. Jesus, my lights just don't want to cooperate right now.
Yeah, it's
super
bright.
Super glare. But so I found this little guy. Hey, Sean, can you guess where I found it?
Oh, did you find it at Five Below?
No, I didn't find it. Did you take another guess?
Target?
Yeah, Target. There you go. Well, what do you got? Got one of them
It's
right.
one of the two. It's never going to be up here like me with the Funko store. It's either going to be at Target or it's going to be at Five Below.
Yeah. Maybe I should just start going to like garage sales or some shit. Flea markets, just really put a spin on it. But this thing glows in the dark. I added this thing to my collection on my Funko app. Currently, it does not have a value. I think I picked this thing up for like $15. So I found it pretty cool because it glows in the dark. I love Spider-Man. So this is my fun find for this episode 72.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's sick.
Hell yeah. It is pretty sick. Is it the so I can't see Joshua's coloring on his screen. Is it the black suit?
No, it's a like a gray, like a dark, like a grayish. I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's not completely.
It's not the black. It's not the one in black. No, it's not the first one. It's the second one in the collection.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can I see it one more time? Can you show it to me?
Yeah.
I want to see. Okay. All right. I see it now. Okay. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Cool beans. Yeah. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks. Sick. What about you, buddy? What do you got?
So here is my fun find for the week. So this is our last. Well, actually, let me start with the fun find. This is my fun find for the week. Joshua, it is some mini Funkos, or they're called Bitty Pops. That's what I learned.
What a name.
Bitty Pops. But they are Game of Thrones. I have some Game of Thrones characters on there, which is pretty cool. So I'm a big fan of Game of Thrones, for those of you who don't know. Love that show until the very end, which made me sad because it was not done to completion, but whatever. Game of Thrones, my Bitty Pop Funkos. There they are. But Joshua, this is my last artwork from Q Sketches. Q Sketches follows us now. Hello, Q. Thank you for the art.
Hello, Q. Great art.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But this is my last one, which I'm kind of sad about. So I'm probably going to have to get some more. But until then, as you can see, this is a beautiful cat sitting on what seems to be a boat or a pier with the Spanish word el gato in the back. So,
fitting. That's
love
awesome. That's great.
I love it. So, but there you go. That is my fun find and my Funkos for the week, my dude.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So does that take us to the next portion of this? How we, get this baby done? Are we gonna?
Yes, sir. That
open
takes
up
us
a,
to the. Your fortunes, if we can call them.
I don't even know what we're gonna continue to call these things, but they come in a fortune cookie form with messages inside. So can we continue to call them fortunes? We'll just keep calling them fortunes. So last week, Sean, you did pick the fortunes against humanity.
Yes.
Because prior to that, leading up to this new batch, we have always used the Dirty Dozen and the Boozy Dozen. So should I crack open the Dirty Dozen, or should we give the Fortunes Against Humanity another chance on this week's episode?
This is a special episode. Let's do the Dirty Dozen.
Okay, dirty.
I
like it.
And hope and pray that we do not get a duplicate.
So last time Sean had me fist the packaging, so I had to stick my fist all the way, 5 fingers deep into this thing. Do you want me to do the same thing? you want me to go to the bottom?
No, it's a different episode, buddy. I want you to take the very first one on top.
Okay. All right.
That's the one I want you to take.
Okay. I'm going to pull the first one. I like for Sean to pick these things out because it's just more fun that way. All right. Here we go. Let's get into it. Oh, gosh. This is always the fun part.
That little bag. Ugh. So hot.
God. All right, Sean. You picked a dirty one for this
I hope it's
Valentine's Day
duplicate
extravaganza. Hope you're ready for it.
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
So here is your dirty fortune for February 11th, episode 72. Is your experiment with a French tickler turns awkward when you find he just couldn't overcome the laughter barrier.
Okay. What? Hang on. Read that one again.
To read it again. All right.
Yeah, I'm still confused.
We'll slow it down because clearly we have a problem reading over here. This is how these things go.
I don't think it's you. I think just this is weird.
Right. I probably fuck some words up like I always do, but here we go. All right. Once again, your experiment with a French tickler turns awkward when you find he just can't overcome the language barrier.
Oh, I thought you said laughter.
Did I say laughter the first time?
I thought you said laughter meter the first time.
I probably did.
I hear that completely wrong? Did I hear that completely wrong?
You probably did. Okay, so if I did say it 2 different times for the listeners, the studio's dark, and I have to look at these tiny little words on this shit. So I probably messed it up. So feel free to just fucking rip me open in the comments because I probably said it wrong. I probably did.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Well, sure.
There you go. Kind of dirty. French tickler.
Kind of.
I'm gonna have to look
French
that up
tickler,
after this episode. When we get
we'll
off here,
we'll Google that together.
French tickler. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Cheez-Its and rice, man.
Cheez-Its and rice, bro.
Yeah.
Cheez-Its and rice.
Jeez.
Oh man, buddy.
All right. What do you got for lucky numbers? 2025. Come on, I want a winner.
Let me give you guys some lucky numbers for the week. Please feel free to use them for whatever nefarious reasons you would like. But they are as followed: 8, 18, 22, 23, 28, 31, and 35. Your lucky numbers once again are 8, 18, 22, 23, 28, 31, and 35. Ladies and gentlemen,
we got a winner.
I know we got a winner somewhere in there. We're just going to keep doing it until somebody messages saying that they won whatever it is that they won, and they're going to give us a little bit of that cutback, you know? So why not?
Yeah, buddy.
Anyways, buddy, hey, what do you have left to say to the people as we wind down this Valentine's Day, Valentine's Week episode, whatever this fucking thing is?
I feel like I went a little too hard last week on accountability and all this kind of shit, whatever I was rambling about. But today I want to keep it a little simpler. Everybody, this is the month of love. So use some of those magical lines that I laid on you. Maybe find somebody special at the bar. Yeah, Sean's making faces over there. Yeah, those lines. But yeah, the month of love, man. Let's Sean's making faces. If you're on YouTube, you can see what the hell he's just like. What the fuck is this guy talking about?
Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin your monologue there. My bad. No, it was just a weird way to say that.
I don't remember
all those lines I placed on you.
Those one lines, those cheesy lines. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, thank you for watching. Again, thank you for listening. Jesus Christ, one of these days I'll actually have something cool to say at the very end of these things. But I love all you guys. Month of love. Let's keep going. Cheers. Buy some Josh wine. This shit's good as fuck.
Jesus Christ. Cheese and rice, everybody. Cheese and rice.
Yeah.
Hey, like Joshua said, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching. We really do appreciate it, even though, just put us on in the background. Fucking ramp up those buttons, dude. Send us to your friends. Send us to your mom. Like, hey, hello.
Send us to your mom. Yeah. That sounds... Hey, send me to your mom.
Let your mom watch this episode, and you tell me why she hates me. I already know. So, like I said last week, we are currently in Vegas, Joshua and I. So if anything happens, we're sorry we missed it, and we'll get to it next week maybe. We'll see. But other than that, guys, we will see you next week. Joshua, you and me are going to have an amazing and ridiculous fashion show, and it's going to be wonderful. We're going to do some Valentine's things. We'll probably dress up as a few hearts. Maybe I'll dress you up as a piece of chocolate. So it should be fun. You and me, baby. Let's do it.
Let's go.
We'll see you guys next week. Deuces.